Is it working now? Looks like it. Alright, cool. Maybe it's because it was connected to this one and I don't know. Alright. How are we doing? How are we doing tonight? Might try the other mic anyways. Alright, other mic doesn't work. Working on some homework. Yeah. That's what I do. I do that all the time. Somebody goes live or something, I just work on homework. Watch live stream. I'm waiting for my tea water to boil, but I can probably just load up the game now. I gotta do stuff over here first. Turn this off. Turn that off. And that should be everything, I think. Let's see if it pops back up. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Sick. All right. Everything is in working order. Just gotta plug my controller in because I'm gonna guarantee that I'm gonna need to charge it. It's been sitting all day. There we go. Is that? Yep, that boots me up. Okay, just making sure. I will be right back. I'm gonna just, yeah, sure. I wanted to briefly talk about Resident Evil 9. Let me see if I can get this situated. Yeah, there we go. I've not played this yet. I've been looking at it. Seems interesting. One of the free games I picked up, so. It's faster here. They did this big, yeah, it's age restricted because of all the violence, but they did this big reveal trailer, you know, gameplay trailer and stuff for Resident Evil 9. I'm definitely going to be pre-purchasing it. Playing it on the channel. The problem is there's a physical release also coming out. I don't have the console for either. I'm not counting the Xbox Series because there's no way I'd ever get that. I'm not an Xbox person. But the PS5 and Switch 2. Switch 2 has the advantage of being portable, mobile, but PS5 boasts faster processing, higher power, blah blah blah. I'm probably gonna pick up a PS5 at some point because I have a 4, and eventually that's gonna become obsolete. There hasn't been a lot on Switch 2 that I've been jumping at or looking for, other than maybe you could maybe consider Air Riders. I did play a little bit of that on my uncle's Switch, and it was fun. It was good fun. I like it probably just as much as the original. Let's see, what else did I have to say about 9? At the beginning of the trailer, the lead design, the head of the design team, said that Leon sections of the game wouldn't be as scary, just like in RE4. You know, RE4 is a particularly scary game. I think he missed the point, because I do think this version, not the remake necessarily, but this version is scary. And I'll explain a little why. I think I talked about it in the first couple videos. This is same RE that teased some pretty cool finishers from Leon, right? Yeah. This is RE9. Not the one I'm playing right now. I don't have early access to that, but when I do, I will probably pre-order it on Steam and then play that when it comes out on February 23rd, I want to say, or something like that. Let me look on my other screen here. I don't want to watch it and get flagged for mature content. Let me see. Yeah, February 27th. February 27th. So I'll have plenty of time to play through that. Probably. Depends on how long the game is. But yeah, he's the one doing the big finishers and stuff. In that game. 4, he's also got a couple. That's 2. Comes out on Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Well, it's a shame that, and this might be controversial, I think Pokemon as a whole kind of sucks. I love it. Absent, you know that. I love Pokemon, but I don't think I've played a technical new Pokemon game since Legends Arceus in 2023. That's the only one that I wanted to play. I think I played a little bit of Sword and Shield, borrowed a copy, played a little bit of that, did not care. Saw the discourse about Paldea, all the bad frame rates and glitches and stuff. Did not care. It's the era of Pokemon is over. The time for Resident Evil is now. To quote Tolkien, he said something like that a little bit. The early games were peaked, but the new ones just kind of feel rushed and unpolished. Yeah. 1 and 2, Gen 1 and 2, I would say are good games. Very good games, but they're not perfect. Gen 3, they start to get there. Gen 4, they take a little bit of a step back in the earlier days with Diamond and Pearl. Thinking about streaming my Gen 1 and 2 completionist run when I get around to it. I'd watch that absent. I don't know when you're thinking about doing that, but I'd probably tune in, do the same thing you're doing, maybe playing a game or watching something else in the background, you know, just having me on as white noise. I'm fine with that. I know most people do that with streams. Like I said earlier, I do that with streams all the time. But yeah, my point in bringing up what the lead designer was saying about Resi 4, I think that this version of Resi 4 is, in fact, scary. Not so much anymore. You know, I've played through it, like, I want to say at least 15 times. This is probably my 16th playthrough of it. But when I was first playing it, even in the second or third, there were some moments there that genuinely got me. Like, I was genuinely scared. Still moments that I would say freak me out, just because of the context of it. You know, sometimes the parts where they show food, like in the village or later on the island base, they show like the disgusting food that the Ganados are eating. That kind of gut feeling, gross, looks nasty. Yeah, but more specifically, I think the moments when there's either atmospheric music or no music at all, and then all of a sudden you hear one of the enemy lines, or maybe you don't hear the line at all, but you just hear like a swing from behind you. You hear that from behind you. The tension from nothing or very little, and then all of a sudden you hear something perfect. They don't do that at 5. They don't do that at 6. They kind of revert back to the classic formula in Resident Evil 7. Haven't played 7 and 8, but I've had 7 on my shelf for probably a year and 3 months now, year and 4 months. I gotta get around to playing that. Everybody loves 7. 8 seemed to have mixed reviews or mixed feelings from the fan base. I'm very much looking forward to 9. I've been playing through 3 again. I got about halfway through and wanted to pick it back up, but I thought it'd probably be better to start from square one instead of picking up the pieces where I left off probably a few months ago. I'm enjoying it a lot, and not counting remakes of the classic trilogy, it's my favorite. I love Resident Evil 1, I love Resident Evil 2, RPD is awesome. It introduces Ada and Leon, but RE3 just feels full, complete, you know? I like it. Not to mention the fact that I've been noticing that the load times for RE3 are really slow. Like when it loads into a new area, it does that little like screen pause, and then the new pre-rendered background it appears. I noticed that, and I didn't take that as a bad thing. I took that as a good thing, because not only is this one disc, I mean all 3 of them I think are one disc, but this one disc game, the other disc is it's Dino Crisis demo. Not only is it one disc, but it's rendering all of that on the one disc, as well as being the most mechanically complex Resident Evil game of that trilogy, and having scenarios where you can choose what to do. You can choose to fight the Nemesis at certain points. I just like it. So of the original trilogy, barring remakes, that one's my favorite. Between 4, 5, and 6, obviously 4 is my favorite. 5 is good. I think it gets discredited a lot. I really like it. I think it's fun. I don't think it's scary, but I think it's fun. They got some pretty good enemy designs and some interesting locales. Have not played 6. Like I said in the comment of this live stream, I will probably get around to it. Maybe Outbreak. Outbreak File 1. File 1. The original isn't called File 1, but whatever. Probably, I think it's like $35, so it's not that expensive. Again, haven't played 7 or 8, can't say. But from gameplay I've seen, I think I'd probably enjoy 7 a little bit more. 8 has like RE4-esque combat, which is good, but if it doesn't have the RE1 style horror, or heck, even the original RE4 style horror. Nah. My hope is that they do another remake, maybe a year after Requiem comes out, and it's RE5. Not because I think RE5 needs some big remake because it's problematic or whatever, but because it could use a bit more of that horror spice they've been sprinkling in the most recent games. They fell off with 6, kind of picked themselves up with Revelations 1 and 2. I think those do very well with horror. And start to pick up the pace with 2 remake, kinda 3 remake. I'll get to that eventually. Definitely 4 remake, and then 7 and 8 I've heard are both very scary, so yeah. I think that's all my yapping about the series out of the way. So let me, for real this time, turn that off, and we'll throw the game capture on. But yeah, Absent, if you're looking to do Gen 1 and 2 completionist, I'd play along. I know a lot of people do that with Chugga Conroy's playthroughs. I'd do that. I'd play along. I'm trying to do that with Brilliant Diamond right now, and I know I said I haven't played any new Pokemon games, but I don't really count that, even though it's got the updated fairy type and stuff. It's just Gen 4. It's just Gen 4 Diamond and Pearl with a couple extra Pokemon. That's all that it really is. I would happily play through Legends Arceus again and again. If there was one Pokemon game, they always say one game you can play for the rest of your life. If there was one in the Pokemon series that I could play, that's the only one I could play for the rest of my life. It would either be Heart Gold, because of the mechanics and just the vibes, the nostalgia, or it would be Legends Arceus. It's like 4 years old at this point. Remake of a 20-year-old game I'd hardly call BDSP new. Yeah, I think a lot of people share that sentiment. In fact, when I was first starting out the game, I was getting clips, like shorts recommended from the channel. I know you know this channel, but M&J TV, where he's complaining about BDSP, and his main point always goes back to, this game isn't new. They didn't add anything. It's just Gen 4 with the fairy type. So I would have to agree. It's 20 years old at this point. Let me I want to fix the camera here. I want to make myself a little bit smaller. You want to see the gameplay, not my ugly mug. Yeah, that's probably good. Honestly, I've had so much disappointment from the Pokemon series in the past, 5 years, probably 5 years at this point. Let's say 6. I think Sword and Shield came out in 2019, right? Or was it 2018? It might have been 2018. Jeez. That's nearing a decade now. Ugh. If you want to feel extra old, I keep bringing this up. Oh, that one's locked. Oops. I keep bringing this up with friends and family. Mario Galaxy came out in 2007. It turns 20 years old in like a year and 9 months or something. I think November of 2007. So November of 2027, I think is when it turns 20. Pretty sure it was a November release. No, I'm not gonna. Every time I tab out, this game freaks out, so. You can fact check me in the stream comments. I'm pretty sure it was 2007, or November release of 2000. There's like, I want to say it was like November 20th or something. I think it was around Thanksgiving. What's my reload? I think it's A. I don't think I have any bullets though. Let me try with the handgun. Wait, I know this is fire. Yeah, okay, it's the A button.
Andy. Still alive, I see. So, do you like my garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats. If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
Lewis. I'm pretty sure he does say Luis in the remake, which, yeah. I'm glad they made that change. It felt weird for him. Call him Lewis. I guess that's probably technically the English version of the name, but let me see. I think we're fine with the handgun. This part is a pain in the neck. Not because the maze is confusing, but you'll see. Exhibit A. The one thing that all horror game players hate. Dog enemies. Dog enemies suck. Let's see, do I have... That's not the right button. Do I have... I do. I have plenty. We're just gonna do this. Problem solved. I got an extra heal, but I think I should save it for when I actually need it. It's not a full heal. Yeah, something I do like in the remake. Not this, like Leon's playthrough, this section, but Ada's in separate ways specifically. I think Ada's version of the maze is pretty fun because you gotta hunt down one of the cultists. So you gotta chase after him. I think I'm one grab, and then I'd have to take a heal. I started playing this on, well, not on, but with mouse and keyboard, and it just didn't feel right. It feels so much better with a controller. And I know that I made this point in earlier streams of this game, but these early third-person shooters just feel better the way that they were meant to be played with the controller. And I'm not sure how they managed to do that. Like, typically when you translate a third-person shooter over into PC, it still feels good to use the mouse and keyboard. But somehow, some way, this game stayed faithful to the GameCube even through to its PC port. Like, the fact that this still is more fun with the controller than with a mouse and keyboard baffles me. Still not the definitive way to play it, in my opinion. If you want my opinion, you gotta use this thing wherever it may be. This guy right here, rear remote nunchuck, using the pointer controls. It works. It works really, really well. Even to this day, I think that the Wii port is probably the best port of this game. I know some have argued for GameCube, some have argued for PS2 for whatever reason. Nobody's talking about the original PC port because that port sucked. If you want to see some gameplay footage of it, be my guest. Just don't. If you find a copy of it on PC, I doubt it would be on disc. I think. No, I think it'd probably be on disc. If you see a copy of it, just don't bother. I'd say the same about the GameCube, but not because it controls poorly or anything. It's because of the lack of content. It was the first release, and I'm 99% sure they never re-released it with all of the additional content from the PS2 version. Because the PS2 version came out, I want to say like a year later. The additional content that's missing is, I think, the entirety of Mercenaries mode. Separate Ways is there, but I think Assignment Ada is gone. Like, there's no Assignment Ada, which is an additional mode where you can play as Ada. It's a lot of fun, and it's a shame that it's not there. And there are 2 additional special costumes that aren't there. Well, 1, technically, but a set of additional special costumes. Which, the costume itself is the armor for Ashley, which makes this game so much more convenient to play through on repeat playthroughs. It's a shame that was the one that they made second. Because I think the GameCube version is more fun to play. Because of the smoother controls, faster load times, so forth. But there's not as much, there's not as much there. I'm sure people have modded it. You can probably mod it into the game if you got homebrew on your GameCube or something. But, it's just nice to have that base game. So still, yes, my favorite way to play this game is on the Wii. I don't think that the HD port on the Switch or PC, through Steam, or PS5, PS4, Xbox, I don't think those ports are bad. I think they're very good. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing it if I thought they were bad, but I still think the definitive way to play it is basically playing as Leon with your pointer controls, nunchuck, mouse, or nunchuck in Wii mode. Mouse controls are fine. And that would have been interesting to because I feel the same way about Resident Evil 5. I tried playing that with mouse and keyboard, and it just doesn't work at all. I think part of the reason is I was expecting a control scheme. I'm trying to say scheme and style at the same time. I was expecting a control scheme like the remakes, which are very good. I would say you almost always want to be using mouse and keyboard if you're trying to 100% those games, especially. It's just so much harder to control with the controller. The quick action shots and stuff, like the high intensity of it just makes it so much harder to play with a controller. I've been attempting to do a 100% run on PS4 of RE4, not so much RE2. I have that on PS4 as well, but game's okay. What can I say? But yeah, I was expecting this game in 4, or get this game in 5, the Steam ports, to control more like the remakes, camera-wise, movement-wise, etc. And they don't, surprisingly. I figured that they would have done some update to add modern controls. I think that might be an option, but with controller. Oop, I'm gonna shut up.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
bit of advice. Try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
See you next time, Space Cowboy. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. My tea's done steeping. Enjoy this results screen where we get 0 deaths. That's pretty good. This was the chapter with Waterhole. That's very good. You can be amazed, wowed at this. I'll be right back. Make sure you're staying hydrated, Gordon Freeman. That's another game I need to finish. First one, sure, but the second one I think is much more culturally impacted. I've enjoyed it so far. I'm probably about a fifth of the way through or something. I did want to briefly talk about a couple of things that my attention has been brought to by, whatever. That specific scene with Ada in the remake. The first meeting between Ada and Leon in the remake, they very clearly show. Okay, well, preface it. After the cabin section in the remake, Luis goes off and meets up with Ada, and Ada's like, get the sample or I'm gonna shoot you, basically, in so many words. And the entire time her finger is on the trigger, ready to kill this man. And we see later when she encounters Leon for the first time, they meet each other for the first time in the castle. Her finger is off the trigger, kind of up on the side of the gun, showing that she has no intent to hurt him. And I just thought that was a cool little piece of trivia. Female intruder. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe that she was the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it had hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agent's arrival. It's obvious that her object is the sample. Her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she's able to re-establish contact with Sarah. There's also I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, nice attention to detail. I thought so. Especially considering they take a little bit of a different direction with her character in the remake. I was going to talk about that after this letter. There's also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be able to answer all our questions. After we've captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. I think that's supposed to be Salazar, but whatever. Ada's character in this game stays kind of like femme fatale, mysterious, fateful encounter. Leon and Ada, star-crossed lovers, they can never be together because, she works for Wesker and there's danger in that. And Leon is this goody two-shoes American. Even if he doesn't act like it, he's goody two-shoes, always wants the best for everybody. And you see that characterization even more in Resident Evil 2, but you see bits and pieces of it here in 4. I'm really gonna need a flash grenade, I think, for this next section.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you buying?
And on top of that, I would add that Ada's character leans towards anti-hero or even villainous on several occasions. In this game,
is that all? Is that all?
Purely because she's aligned with Wesker and
come back
his company. It's not Umbrella at this point. I can't remember what exactly it is, what he calls it. It's not Tricell either. I think Tricell was Revelations 1. But yeah, she seems a lot more loyal to Umbrella as a whole, Leon or Wesker and his company as a whole. Whereas in the remake, she seems a lot more like the Mercenaries for Hire, the UBCS, Umbrella. What is it? Umbrella Bioweapon Countermeasure Service? I think so. Umbrella Bioweapon Countermeasure Service. She seems a lot more like a hired hand in the remake and keeps her kind of like her own person instead of basically Wesker's lapdog, I appreciate that. Because at the spoilers for... Actually, you know what? I don't know who is going to play Resident Evil 4 Remake or not. So I won't say anything about the end of the game. But she is a lot more independent of Wesker, kind of doing her own thing when she feels like it, and I appreciate that. I think that makes more sense than... Still in that femme fatale role, but a lot more towards that, I would say, than in this game, where she kind of has this no bullshit attitude. She does what she wants. I think that's good for her characterization. I say this about the remakes a lot, in that they kind of wreck characters that were pre-established in 2, 3. 4, not so much. I think they characterize everybody pretty well on 4, other than Ashley, which is not a bad thing, making her less of a coward in the remake. She's a lot more capable, kind of like what they did with Ada, in a way. But yeah, the writing in 2 and 3 remake, I don't know who they had writing those games, but they should not have been. No. 2 was fine. I wouldn't say it was good, but it was serviceable. It was fine. 3 remake with Jill, no. even playing the original 3, like I mentioned, even playing that, jumping to 3 Remake, I've played maybe 10 minutes of it, and already I'm like, that's not the same character. This is not the same person. We're about to jump into a very difficult fight here, so I'm gonna just stock up.
What are you buying?
See what I can buy. I don't think there's anything other than maybe... Nope, no first aid spray.
What are you
I'm
buying?
gonna tune up the mine thrower.
Thank you.
Nah, we're fine on capacity. And then... let's do the riot gun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Not enough cash, stranger.
guess we're short.
Come back anytime.
I'm not gonna save, because if we die, I might take a different approach. Where am I going? There we go. If Resident Evil 9 is Leon's last appearance as a playable character, I hope they wrap up his and Ada's story with a nice big bow, because they've been at this for 20 years now? Almost 30. No. Yeah, almost 30. Resident Evil 2 is 98. So yeah, they better think of something, or I think a lot of people are going to be upset, including me. I'm going to be a little upset, I'm not going to lie. This room sucks. Trapped in a cage. There's a... what you call it? What's his name? Garrador. Yeah, this room is not fun. You know how they fix it in the remake? They make it a cutscene. They just get rid of it. It's genius. No. I thought it would start me back at the save point, but I guess that's only if we reset. That's fine. We're gonna try the same approach and just be faster. I think I did technically miss a... a flash grenade, which that's why I was saying I want a flash grenade, because we could use that to distract the guys outside. Yeah. See if I can get away with this still. I don't see us making it out of here. Let's see if I can get him on the ground or stunned or something. Okay. This is probably my only... Yeah, I'd say this room is probably the only room I have a problem with in this entire game. There we go, that's what we need. Yes, sir. Now, if we can get this fast... There we go. And just lead him in here. Funnel him. All we needed was a little bit of time. Our Garrador friend should be coming around the corner in a second. I don't know if that killed him. Probably not. Definitely got hit by it. I don't think I've ever done this fight out here. I think I've always done it around the cage. So this is interesting. Let's see if I can... Ooh, he turned around. Let's see this. Just do this. Beautiful. Turn around. Switch to... I want to try this. Turn around, friend. I need you over there. That cultist is still shooting at me through... attempting to shoot at me through the wall. Let's see if I can get him with the magnum here. Excellent. Beautiful. Okay, that's some good execution there. I could not have asked for a better scenario. No more ammo on that. But I'm going to reload the mine launcher. I'm going to be trying to clear out some inventory space here soon, because there's a free rocket launcher and I kind of want to pick it up. That's our last threat. Nope, there's one more. The music isn't even playing. He hasn't seen us. I don't know how that's possible. Nope, there's somebody else somewhere. Just jump down. I'm not sure how many spawn, but I think it's at least 7. Huh? Which version? 3? Oh, we're looking at the 3rd mutation now. I don't remember if they can attack you while like this. I think they can grab you, but the whole thing about that phase, that mutation, is that they become these little spider things. And that's that. So, I think we missed a pickup here. I think it despawned. But, on the bright side, not the painting, right here. Look at that. Magnum. Just what I was looking for. This room also gets a bit of a change in the remake. And I think it's a little bit better. Hang on. I'm going to pause right now. There we go. I think that's everything. It should be everything. Yeah, okay, we're good. I'm gonna check this quick. Got a notification. Okay, back to it. Here we are. See, this is why I was looking for more sniper ammo. I'm gonna need it for this part. That guy's and now we're gone. All out. Alright. I might actually end up selling the Stingray to pick up the... I don't think we need it. Well... Can he jump up here? I don't think so. No, he's stuck. You, sir! Yes, you. The strange fellow in the dark cloak. Right, let's see if I can avoid damage from the cutscene. There we go. There we go. No more yicky bugs. Meh. Nah. Yeah, no one ever accused him of being smart. I think part of the reason why I like this over the remake is this feels a lot more Resident Evil 1 compared to the remake. I think the remake is just a lot more straightforward. It's a lot more castle rather than big puzzle. This feels like this contraptions everywhere and convoluted doorways. You'll see in a minute. We're gonna encounter a room that's pretty unorthodox. I say a minute, but it's gonna be a little while. There should be one guy spawning, another guy spawning back there. Okay. Pretty sure there's one more spawning back there. Maybe it's after we go down into the pit, whatever. That area down there. We need our sniper for one more section until we get to the Verdugo. Don't want to conserve now. I think so. I think he's wearing a helmet. Yeah, it looks like it. Come on, Leon. Steady your hand. Yeah, that's not me, that's this way. I think that's another reason why... Another good reason why I don't like this game with the mouse. And I do like the remake with the mouse. I don't think the remake has any... If it does have any, it's very little gun sway. Very little gun sway. If there is any at all. I don't think there is, but... We're not going to be able to fit the rocket launcher here. Might have to sell something or some things. Probably the riot gun. maybe the mine thrower. Yeah, the thing is, we can just buy him back when we need him. Or no, I think our merchant here is gonna give us a case upgrade after this room. Be sure. How much cash do I got on me? 31 plus some treasures. I think that'll be enough. If not, I can sell some ammo.
Got some rare things. What are you selling?
I don't think he's selling the the
Thank you.
striker. I don't think he's selling a striker yet.
Is that
But that's what we're looking for.
Thank
Best
you.
gun in the game. Best non-post-game gun in the game.
What are you buying?
Attach case. 73. Plus another, like, 38 for the rocket launcher. Oh, wait, no, because the rocket launcher. Yeah, why was I thinking that?
What are you selling?
I want to sell the mine thrower anyways. I don't think we're going to need it for a while.
Thank you. Is that all? Thank you.
See, 1,000 more. Or, sorry, 10,000. We need 10,000 more. That's 1. That's 2. That's 4. We can sell these incendiaries anyways.
Thank you.
8,000. We're not gonna need incendiaries. Not for a while. I could always sell the eyes.
What are you buying?
73.
What are you selling?
Let me just dump us down to 3,000. We'll still have 90
Is that
something.
all? Thank you.
Well, I miscalculated.
What
That's
are you
okay.
buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
We're gonna need it anyways, so we're gonna go for it. The mine thrower isn't bad, but it's not good. Kind of like the remake. There's the dart thrower in the remake, which you can attach mines to by crafting them. Yes, you craft mine. Yes. You haven't seen me use, and if you're watching the archives, the automatic archives from YouTube, you haven't seen me use those mines on anything other than big enemies, which would make you think they're good at taking down bigger enemies, bosses, stuff like that. You know, I just got an explosive property. Maybe it would make sense to use that. General case is no. Typically, it would be better to just use, if you have one, a rocket launcher, magnum ammunition, even the TMP. For as little damage as the TMP does, it doesn't matter, because the bullet output is so high, you're rolling criticals on those bullets more often than you would be with a handgun, say. Oops. No. Keep wanting to press X to run.
got it. Lewis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Lewis.
I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
Lewis! Lewis!
Rest in peace, Louise. I just saved. It's not like I'm gonna be turning the game off right now. They'll pay for your death, I promise. Okay, Leon. More rifle ammo? Yeah, they're just setting you up to use the rifle. It's so much easier to use that than anything else here. Flash grenade, it's also a little bit of a hint. Not the... Hang on, what's my map button? There we go. Yeah, that's the door that Luis... But... He was right behind us and we didn't notice him, or Sadler. I think Leon's just stupid. Help! You know, it'd be really funny if I wasted the, rocket launcher here. Typically, something like that you think would automatically kill Ashley, but if it triggers the breaking of those restraints before it does any damage to Ashley, then it it just breaks her free, and it activates this cutscene.
Talk about near-death experience.
Ashley, get out of there!
Yo, they just want a hug. Did you see the man stand up like that? He was just looking. He was looking for a friend. You don't need a headshot on it. Just, you know, it's more impressive if you do. What am I missing? You. And yes, you can hit Ashley here if you so choose. Not a good idea, but yeah, you can just choose to shoot her.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
How are you? Oh, there you are. Mm-hmm. Who am I missing? You? You? You. Not bad.
I got the key. I can get out.
Not bad at all. A Spinel. Okay. I don't remember that being there. We don't need that. Where we're going, we don't need the save typewriter. Let's see. My first target.
Allí están.
We're gonna bully this guy. You picked those shoes with that outfit? Alright, gotta head out since I got 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. classes. Hope you have a good rest of the stream. Thank you very much, and I hope your classes go well. Homework's tough. I'm lucky. I'm not doing much this part of the semester. I'm going to be doing a lot next part of the semester, but I'm only taking a couple classes right now, so I got time to do this kind of thing. Yeah, have a good night. God bless. I'll see you later. This will be on YouTube archived if you're so inclined to finish. If you're not, you can join next time if you're feeling it. And really, it's probably pretty easy to follow. These Resident Evil games aren't that hard to understand, aren't that complicated. So yeah, have a good evening. I'll see you later, man. Can I just let her do it herself? Yes, I can. Okay. I've never tried that before, but I'm gonna mash anyways. I'm not gonna need to do it fast or anything because we already killed the dude, but yeah. It's more fun if I participate. And yes, there was a prompt to crawl. And this is a shortcut. You can just avoid the door completely if you want to, but I guess it saves time. Where's he going? Have this. Ooh. Yeah, Ashley might be in danger here, but she's just robbing these people, really. That's what I thought. See, you could open up the gate with this guy still running around, or you could throw all 3 of these lanterns at him. You could bully him in here because he can't reach. He can't crawl. He's never played Metroid. Metroid can't crawl. Eh. Watch him. All he wanted to do was go into ballet. There's pirouettes. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's legitimately zero way that this guy could get us. Anyways. To get a good aura farming camera angle, but that wasn't working. And she called through the inactive fire hitbox. Let me see if I can remember how much it needs to be open. There's a bare minimum for height and width. And you could just ignore the Ganado in here and just squeeze by. I think it's about here. I think so? No, it's not quite wide enough. She can't push her arms in. I think that's good. Still no. Okay. Is it the width? It might be the height. No. Apparently not. It is the width. There we go. Now he'd be able to slip through as well, I think, but who cares? Where did the flashlight come from? Ashley, where'd you find the flashlight? I don't remember picking one up. Have you had this the whole time? Or you just keeping it in your sweater or something? Like the one you're wearing on your shoulders? There's like a pocket on there or something? Yeah, that's, yeah, okay. That's the last one. There we go. I think this section in the remake is a lot more stressful, but this is probably a lot more tense, I would argue. Why'd the spooky music start playing? That's why. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Raising my volume a little. Honestly, if all of the sections with Grace Ashcroft feel like this section, remake section, sure, but this version specifically, I think we've got a very good and very scary game ahead of us. I'm so looking forward to RE9. I remember that from even my first time playing this game. This section isn't that hard or even that scary, technically speaking. But the music, oh my goodness, the atmosphere, the music, all of it just... goodness gracious. Door closes behind you. You open the chest. And you take the Chimera piece. And then you hear clang, clang, clang. I went a little too late. If you go immediately, you can just avoid them. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna get demonetized. I doubt it. I think if we can we... Is it this button? Yeah, it's that button. We can wait to see these guys come out from the basement. And they get stuck. Kami. There's nothing that destroys an enemy as bad as a loading zone. They don't even know I'm here anymore. I mean, that's how we beat Waterhall. Technically speaking, was just going in and out of the loading zone, picking off a few, coming back. You know. Butler's memo. Knowing that Senor Ramon Salazar has no family, Lord Sadler must have used his strong faith in the Los Eliminados to his advantage to talk Senor Salazar into doing the seal of the Las Plagas once done by his ancestor. Undoing. I think I said doing. Undoing. Senor Salazar would never do such a thing unless he was in some way being used unknowingly. I should have sensed the Lord's dirty scheme sooner. I feel I'm partly responsible for all of this. I have no idea as to what the Lord is planning, but Senor Salazar was just being used. It is too late now, however. Senor Salazar has already taken a plaga into his body. There's no turning back once the plaga has turned into an adult in the body. The plaga parasite will not die unless the host dies. There's no cure. Perhaps Senor Salazar may have been vaguely aware of the Lord's plan all along, but it's hard to tell. Nevertheless, there's nothing I can do about it now. I've served the Salazar family for generations. I'm prepared to continue my services until the very end. That's a little bit of a hint as to what's to come. You know what, Ashley? You've earned it. And I need your health at max at the end of this anyway, so. There's a round hole in the center. I wonder what goes there. Maybe something round. Like the insignia. You see what I mean, though? By Resident Evil 1-esque, over-the-top elaborateness. I mean, there's just so much random bullcrap in this castle that doesn't need to be here. Like, we saw those big guillotines earlier, those giant jail doors that lead to not a jail. The insignia. We're gonna see my favorite part of it here in a second.
Leon!
Ashley! You did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.
Hooray! I wonder if that enemies killed counts the 2 that Ashley dispatched with the oil lanterns. That'd be interesting to test, I think. I'd assume so.
Oh, what a touching moment we have here.
All spoiled thanks to your interruption. Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
You're nothing but an extra in my script, so don't get too carried away. Your biggest scene is over.
I don't ever remember being a part of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class script is like through your own actions?
Another interesting bit of trivia that I discovered while searching for pictures to do the thumbnail. Those codec radio calls, whatever, actually happen with 3D models. There are fully rendered 3D models of each of the characters behind the screen thing.
What are you selling?
To sell, that's what I wanted to do. There are full 3D models of the characters behind their individual screen. and
Is that all?
they just move them accordingly. You know,
Thank you.
Leon does a little shuffle, they move the 3D model. It's not
What
it's
are you
not
buying?
a 2D render. It's a full 3D model. They just hide it behind, basically put it in the background of the codec looking thing. I just thought it was interesting. Oh yeah, well, we haven't had this the whole game. We might actually want to purchase that now.
Thank you.
Grab that too.
Thank you.
Come on, Ashley, maneuver around the dead man. Then combine that with that. There we go. Perfect. This is what I was talking about.
Wait here.
I told you we'd get to this section soon. Why, on God's beautiful green earth, does this random castle have an underground cavern filled with lava in the middle of it? Why is this here? It's ridiculous. And yet, it's fun. I would argue this is one of the best rooms in the entire game. It's so goofy. Oh, I messed it up. Oops. Did I mess it up? I did not mess it up. But I want to save those bullets, so we're gonna just... Oh. We did another treasure for that. I am disappointed that this room is not in the remake. Not just because it's a goofy room, but they have the lava in the double Gigante boss fight. There's lava technically in the castle. The double Gigante fight is in the castle, technically speaking. They could have kept this room and it would have made cohesive sense. Deal with that. And we're done. Such a goofy room. I love this room though. I'm pretty sure they just took the water texture and made it red for that lava. Uh-oh. Not a level 2. These guys suck. I mean, they bite. Sorry, that wasn't called for. That was a dumb joke. Yep. TMP and handgun. Well, we're moving back up in the world with the TMP ammo. We're getting little by little more TMP. It was worth it for the free rocket launcher. I guarantee it. You'll see why. No, I know I own this game on PS4, not PS4, on Wii already. I do have the PS2 version, which I said was arguably the worst. Still bought it anyways, because I like this game that much. I also have it on Switch, so why did I buy it on Steam? Steam achievements. Yeah, I could play this whole song and dance about it being higher graphic or faster or easier to stream or whatever. No, Steam achievements. I know the PlayStation technically also has achievements for it, but it's because Steam. Steam is convenient and it has the Steam achievements. That's all. No big no grand reveal, anything like that. Nope. Because it's easy. Same reason I'd buy getting any game on Steam that's on every platform. It's because it's easy, convenience for streaming, and Steam achievements. I got a little bit of filler before we can do what we need to do with the shotgun. Let me see, can I combine this now? No, okay, it's at the, okay, gotcha. Let me check to make sure I'm not missing anything. It doesn't look like it. See, we have, well, no, we could go there now. We could go there right now. If we take that tram back, yeah. I forgot, I almost forgot. I didn't forget, I almost forgot. There are a couple things we can do now that Ashley is back with Leon. Oh. And we will have to fight through a few enemies that I mean, that weren't there before. I guess you could kind of say respawn. Not really the same thing. But I think it's all worth it at the end of the day because we get extra stuff. Money, ammo, whatever. And treasure to sell. So, I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think on our second walk through this room from this door here is when dudes can spawn. Not 100%. Not 100% on that. I can't remember. Does that kill him? Yeah, about these guys is, if they're wearing helmets, I'm pretty sure they can't burst into Plagas. I'm pretty sure that they always just die if you shoot them. Yeah, see, I don't think they Plaga. That would be an opportune moment for our mine thrower, but we had to make it a worthy sacrifice in service of extra space. That should be it for these guys, I think. There might be a couple more down this section of the hallway. Oh, yep, there's a couple more. Maybe it's just this one. I think it's just the one. Oh, we're out of handgun ammo. That's a surprise. Usually never run out of that stuff till the end of the game. Ask and ye shall receive. Yeah, might as well. We don't have a ton of extra ammo, but I want to use the TMP. So we're going to use the TMP. It's my second favorite non-post-game weapon. Striker's always got the #1 spot in this guy's heart. Come on. Thank you. Are there still crows on that hallway over there? Because if there are, it might be worth throwing that flash grenade at them. No, I don't hear anything. Yeah. I told you this would come back around. See, because now that we got Ashley. Little help from another person, hint hint. I just might be able to get something from get it unlocked about there. Blah blah blah. There are way more of these types of assist puzzles in the remake. When you meet back up with Ashley, a bunch more, but this is the only one here. Circle back around, kind of like a Metroidvania. Come back once you got your power up. Collect your prizes. See, that's what I was talking about. I think this is the only time you can have double of a weapon, I think. So we could technically have 2 broken butterflies on our person for the rest of the game. What we could do is hold on to 1, empty its magazine clip barrel, drum, I don't know what that's called. Drum would not be the right word, but you get what I'm getting at. Empty that out. Where is she?
Follow me.
No. Leon getting flashbacks to Mr. X. That's funny. I don't think I've ever accidentally left her behind that far. And every time, it's just so funny hearing the footsteps getting louder and louder and louder. That first door slam from so far away. Unintentional comedy in this game, and intentional. I'd say the funny bits here that are supposed to be funny. All of it is so good. It's golden.
Got some rare things on. What are you buying?
See, I bought that already. Why are you telling me there's new stuff? I already bought that.
What are you selling?
19. Oh, I might actually want to. Yeah, see here. We could upgrade 1 and leave 1 stock neutral. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm losing bitrate. There we go. Is everything okay now? Looks like it. I think I just had an internet blip. Looks like it. Let me turn my... Interesting. My mic sounds strange, off. You know, it doesn't sound right. It sounds echoey. Maybe because this room is echoey, but I don't think so. Let me try... Let me try this. I know it didn't work last time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to try and get stuff changed. I don't think it's gonna work out anyways. I'm gonna see how the audio balances within the game.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
It sounds fine.
Ah,
I'm not sure
I'll
though.
buy it at a high price.
Yeah, I think I should. I should probably sell a spare broken butterfly. Just because I'm not gonna.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I could have used the ammo.
Ah, thank you.
Too late now. Oh well.
Is that all? Thank you.
You do get less if you use up the ammo. So that is something. Looks like everything's in order. Yeah, okay. Just, oop. There we go. Just want to make sure all the audio is working well and see if I need to fix my mic or something. Or rather, it spawned because of, stream blip. Yeah. My internet decided to cut out for a second. Well, flashbang warning. We're at the scary part, so I'm going to turn the light back on. 1, 2, 3. Guess it's not that bright, but still. Yeah, it didn't really change anything on the stream. Let me double check, make sure I'm not missing anything. One final time. See places we've been. Looks like we're good. Okay. I think you could technically come back here after getting the first couple pieces and putting them in, but yeah. I'd like to get through the castle. Make it to the island, but we'll see how far I go. Look at that. I know it's probably a pre-rendered 2D image or something, but it just looks nice. It looks nice. I don't know why there's more like ramparts over there. It seems like it'd be a pretty small castle. Or unless somehow the Salazar family, you know, that now that I think about it, that's something that I have a bit of a problem with. Now that I'm thinking about it deeper. And this goes for both games, this isn't just this one. The Salazar family doesn't seem that big or influential. The Valdolobos community, this small town overlooked by the giant castle, seems pretty niche of an area, you know. It doesn't seem like it'd be influential in any part of Spain except the one that it's in, this small section that it's in. So why is this castle so extravagant in general? Like both games. Why is it so big and grandiose? It just doesn't make sense, I guess. I mean, gameplay reasons, it's because they wanted something big for for players to marvel at and talk about, whatever. But lore-wise, it just, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just skip this one. Luis has the sample, he's dead. The end. Sorry, Lewis. We just went at, there's a merchant in there, we just went to the merchant. I think I'll skip him for now. In this section, I believe we do without Ashley in the remake. I do like how this game tends to side towards puzzles every so often. Like there are more puzzles in the game in this game compared to the remake.
I think you've lived long enough. Let's see if you can survive this time.
I love the little run he does. You couldn't make it any less obvious. So that some dumbass with a gun like Leon could just shoot the thing that makes the thing go. Okay, come on, Ashley. Oh no!
¡Mátalo! No dejas que escape de la isla vivo.
This is an Ada section instead. They tend to do that a lot with the castle. I don't know why. There's so many sections that are Leon centric or some few that are Ashley centric. They just give them to Ada. I don't know. I think that the separate ways that we had in this game was better than the separate ways in 4. In that aspect, the gunplay, the gameplay is certainly better. I cannot deny that. I think 4 remake has that over the original. On 99% of the cases that you're in combat. The 1% I would say is the knife. I'm not a huge fan of the remake knife combat because I mean it's an extra defense. It acts as defense, and it also removes a little bit of the resource management, I think, for the guns. Because then, you know, you're thinking about the knife resource. You know, should I use up my knife resource here? Generally, cases would say no, unless you can get a backstab or something, right? The addition of the knife resource management, in my opinion, makes a lot of these sections less complicated. Or more complicated. Probably more complicated than what they need to be. Prime example, this is the easiest example I got. You knock down an enemy, you know, you got maybe 2 or 3 next to them. You knock those guys down too. They're all in one big group. In this game, 4 original. All in one big group. Pull out your knife, you knife them. Saving ammo, saving time, saving effort. For a remake, You know, you might, it adds that extra layer. It throws in the wrench. Okay, well, my knife is at max, and I need it for this upcoming fight. So, what, should I save the knife? Should I save the ammo? What do I need? Because those knives do a lot of damage to the weak points when you're given the stab prompt. You know, you knock him down, given the stab prompt.
Welcome.
And just, it adds an extra bit that I don't think needs to be there. Maybe that's just me, though. TMP. But maybe I should save my cash for weapons. Highest score, 4,000. I didn't even know that this was here. Oops. Take a seat. Take a load off, Ashley. We're relaxing here.
Welcome.
For this game, you need to use weapons that I've selected, stranger. Choose your weapon type, stranger. Yeah, I'm always going to go with sniping. Receive prizes by scoring above 1,000. Bonus points will be awarded for headshots. A high-scoring Salazar target will appear with successive hits. Shooting an Ashley target will deduct points. I've already played this, so I don't really feel the need to read that. I don't think in Remake, in order to get 100% on these, you have to use all of the sets. I don't think you have to do that here. I think you just have to get high enough scores, bottle cap. Scores for bottle caps with any of them. So type A on this, and then type A on the same, or type B on the same, would get us, I think, the same bottle cap rewards. Yeah, we missed a couple, but there we go. No. You also have to beat it, that's another thing. I think you have to beat it in order to get the... a certain number score. Yeah, we're fine. There we go. We hit all of them too. Wait a minute. We already finished game A. That was stupid. That's why we wouldn't get no prizes. Didn't need them. kidding me. Probably should just swap to the sniper anyways. Here we go. Let me... Yeah, let's stick with sniping. It's easier to hit shots usually. I say as I beef all of them. Maybe I should switch to mouse for these. Not like it's gonna help that much because of the weapon sway. See, we got 2 plus 5, so that's 7. Let me play one more time with the rapid fire and see if I get anything else. Looks like it'd be more appropriate for sniping. Oh, oops. No, I don't want to. Let's do one more. And if I don't get any prizes from that, then we know that's it for this selection. But I could have sworn it was 1 row at a time. Maybe not. If we can just knock them all out now, then we get the reward for that after beating the game, so I can't complain. Yep, that's it. We did better that time too, so... Oh. No, I was right. I was right. It should just be 1 row per mini game, essentially. Let's look at our bottle caps. Don Jose. Beautiful. Here's Don Diego. That's not a very nice word. Or a whole phrase. So. Don Esteban. You have my favorite sound effect. Everybody loves that one. Don Manuel. That one's fun. Dr. Salvador. Who I don't think... No, we fought one. And Bella Sisters. And there's bottle caps, but... It's fun. I like them. I think they're fun.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Got some rare things. What are you buying?
Oh yeah, we got stuff to sell, so maybe it would be worth it to upgrade the TMP.
Thank you. Is that all? Is that all?
Not yet.
Back anytime.
We'll come back. Don't like this section very much. This upcoming one here. Not because it's hard or anything, just because it's annoying. Better than the remake. One of the scenarios, I'll say, better than the remake. It just gives you more... The tighter controls, yeah, but it also just gives you more room to maneuver. Watch out, Ashley.
Wait.
Yeah. I only want to start with the shotgun. The wrath of evil befall the one who disturbs this holy grail. I mean, we have to. Yep. He got me with a side swipe. See what I'm trying to do here in a second. Uh-oh. You know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna use this now. We got 3 of them, and we only need 2. What shotgun ammo? 12? 12 remaining? Yeah, we should be good. We just got more too. There's someone over there. Yeah, it should be fine. And they're causing more of a problem. Yay, more knights. And they're faster. Luckily, a solid headshot to the noggin should be enough to knock their stupid helmets off. I already got one, but I don't feel like looping them, so yeah, just gonna do that. Like I said, we only need 2. I mean, heck, we only really need 1. We can take out those first guys, the weaker ones, without the flash grenade. It just makes them easier.
Follow me.
I don't think you can skip that either. I think you have to kill them. You have to take them out. So, unfortunately. We got some friends waiting for us, huh? It was a pretty delayed reaction. It's all of our sniper ammunition. So... yeah, there's a reason why you want to invest in your handguns. Because you're going to have them around for pretty much the whole game. So whichever one you decide to use, that's when you're going to want to dump a lot of pesetas into. Just because you're going to probably use it for the entire game. Unless you decide to make the TMP your main weapon, your backbone, the thing you use the most. Because I think TMP ammo technically shows up as often from drops. Or if not, at least a little bit less. But that would be interesting. I don't think I've ever gone solo TMP in general, but even without a handgun in the original, I think I've done that in the remake. So that'd be an interesting experiment. Just see how it plays, you know. That herb is upside down. There. Might as well. We got the last piece for our elegant mask. And some extra peseta, or spinels and velvet boots. So.
Got some rare. What are you selling?
Let me sell elegant mask.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
And
what are you buying?
TMP.
Thank you. Not enough cash. Straight.
We'll leave it at that. We're going to be selling our riot shotgun soon. Not, I'm not going to say near future, but near enough. In exchange for the best weapon in the game. Again, non-post game, because you do get a couple. Weapons that are basically insta kills. I don't want to use them. I hate to admit it, but that got me. I jumped. I forgot that snake was there. I usually double check those pods too. Just make sure I don't get hit. And one time I decided not to. One time I decided not to take 2 swings. Yeah, it does that.
Wait.
This is what we were saving up our little blue, green, and red eyes for, whatever those are called. So there's a treasure up here that we need to collect. Which I've done some testing. I'm pretty sure that you can. Yeah, you can shoot at this, but I don't think it does anything until you activate the cutscene. So you can unload up whatever you want into that, and it's just not going to go down. Because it usually takes about 2 volleys. You know, things start to spawn and it starts to crumble a little. It usually takes about 2 volleys, maybe 3 of handgun ammo, depending upon strength, before it actually goes down. So you can't actually not activate this cutscene. Ashley cannot be with you in this portion. I can say that with 99.9% certainty. Ashley.
Great. More of them.
These guys don't go invisible, fortunately. But they do fly. Yeah. So that's pleasant. And here's what we upgraded the shotgun for. Like any other enemy encounter, get him in a doorway and just funnel him through. Take that now. Just to make sure. You know? I don't know how there's a drop over there. I don't remember. Must have gotten a critical on something. I think you're guaranteed one color of each. Go, Leon, go! Before it disappears. Especially considering you can just do, like I was trying from up there, see that's the window, you could just do this. Broken. Gone. Pest control. Yep, there's our blue. Pretty sure you're guaranteed one, but you got a chance for one of the enemies to drop a blue. But you're guaranteed one from the nest. I think that's how it works. Yeah. So this is 8,000 plus 10,000 plus another 5,000 or something. Yeah, we're gonna make it big. Strike it rich. I don't think I've ever noticed it, but I think if you're running, Leon and Ashley pant a little bit. I'm gonna shut up and see if you guys can hear it. It's faint. He's going. Yeah, he's like getting short of breath. Which, I mean, dude, if you're running like 50 feet and you're getting short of breath, maybe that says something. It's time to retire, old fart. What are you doing in Resident Evil 9? No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome.
I can jog. That's not even a run. That's like a light jog. I can lightly jog 50 feet without getting short of breath. 3,000 plus 7,500. Oops. Plus another 8,000. Blue. And we're gonna save our cash. Yeah.
Come back anytime.
So there are two opportunities to use a rocket launcher. One of them makes this next section coming up a lot easier. I mean, that's the purpose of a rocket launcher. Kill the boss quick, make it easier. We will be fighting two Garradors at the same time. And while you can just use regular weapons to take them out, it is so much easier to shoot a rocket at them, blow them up. Potentially, we're looking at 3 rocket purchases here. Not 3 rocket purchases, but 3 rocket uses. Oh, I forgot you were standing here. Standing here as well. We are potentially looking at 3 rocket uses. 1 for the double Garradors, 1 for the Verdugo coming up, and 1 for Salazar himself. If I can help it, I won't use one on the double Garrador, but it just makes it so much easier, dude. Come on. Excellent. Ish. That could have done that better.
I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy.
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
His trusty binoculars that he hasn't used since the first part of the game. I think. I don't think he's used it yet. Since. That is not the way his mouth moved. Also, how do they hear that? I mean, I guess they're a hive mind, right? Okay, really? That hit me? Sure. I think that's the bright side of the yellow herb max health increase stuff, is that Ashley's, I think, is like 4. Leon's takes like 12. Maybe 13 or 14 or 15 even. Ashley, you could pump 7 herbs, 7 yellows into her, and yeah, that's it. So you're really not wasting them if you just decide to put all of your resources into Ashley first. Because by the end of the game, you're getting a lot of opportunities for max heals, yellow herbs, stuff, and the like. Let's see if I can get these guys. I don't think so. It's worth a shot, right? I need to use that, honestly. Excuse me. That did not hit. Bloggers probably make him crazy strong, but we saw that guy lift up the boulder with his 2 bare hands. Let's see if we can see that again. Yeah, how does he do that? Also, oh, stop. There we go. How does it just instantly light on fire? Genuinely. Ooh, rifle ammo. We don't see them light a torch and put it up against the boulder or anything. No, it just instant fire. Let me see if I can remember where these boards are. There's one there. Yep. I can get a good angle on that. There should be another one up there somewhere. I think there's 3. And there's the second. Cool, cool. Oh. No, he's gonna take some free handgun ammo. Yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, no. Don't care. Yeah, that's the last one, that's right. almost looks like a PS2 pre-rendered. Well, PS1. I guess it would be technically a PS2 pre-rendered. PS1 cutscene. I was gonna say that almost looked like it came out of Resi 2 or something. Although maybe, it looked. I'd say it looked in line with Resident Evil 1 remake. Honestly, the quality of those pre-rendered cutscenes. Where's the other dude? Is he down there? Yeah, he's down there. Oh, I missed the box. I want to get some of that sound absorbing foam or something, and a big green screen sheet so I can make some more higher effort content. Because as much as I like doing the gameplay with the goofy edits, I do have some stuff that gaming related still, but I'd like to take more of an essay approach to it. A little bit more of an essay approach. I've got a couple scripts written and a few things in mind already. I'm just hoping that it works out, I just want people to... That's fair. I want people to enjoy watching my stuff. I think that's the main thing. And it's... Yep. Huh? I look like the executioner dude from Shrek. It's not very intimidating. You're still here. Well, not anymore. Now, if I play my cards right with the double Gyarados, I can get enough cash before Salazar. We could do a triple rocket launcher chapter, or section. Yeah, sure. I like the vibration on the controller with this gun anyways. We haven't used it all that often, so might as well. I don't think we encounter anything until we're halfway across the bridge here. Or almost all the way out the bridge. What's funny is, you can actually trick that rocket launcher dude into killing his buddies behind you if you have quick enough movement. You should have dropped something expensive, a pendant or something. Pretty sure. Oh, he didn't die. That's fine. just see. Yeah, might as well. I think this would be better for our crowd control. I mean, shotgun's good at crowd control, don't get me wrong, but you know, stunning them in place with those multiple bullet volleys is just irreplaceable. Yeah, there we go, gold bangle. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we got a full magazine. We should be able to reload here. Yep. 11, nothing. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. We should be able to just... Oh, it only killed one of them. But it... Oh, I was gonna say, it did open the door. Out of my way. I'm trying to capitalize off him being turned around. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about fighting anything. I can just take my time. Caught in that for too long. Already low on health as is. I know I got a ton of herbs, but... Oh, well, I guess I'm using the first aid spray. I did not intend to do that. And that guy should have something for me. Yeah, this room would probably take me another 5 minutes at least if I hadn't used that initial rocket launcher. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's a little shocking to me that they don't have any grenade launcher in this game. They have the grenades, sure, but those, you know, Resident Evil games, you got your shotgun, you got your pistol, you got your grenade launcher. Those are usually, I'd say usually the three most common weapon types. Because you got first game, shotgun and pistol for both. Joe gets grenade launcher. Chris got a flamethrower. Second game they threw in a submachine gun, but Leon got a shotgun, and Claire got the grenade launcher. Third game, a lot more weapons, a lot more options, but still grenade launcher or shotgun are staple. Along with the SMG, you know, they had assault rifle or something. And I think that's when they added the percentage bars, or maybe that was in, no, that was in Resident Evil 2 as well. Yeah, like a percentage bar, how much ammo was left. Anyways.
Ashley.
Leon!
Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's time to throw in the towel?
No! Leon!
It'd be funny if I just let him die, but not as funny as the cutscene.
Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
Don't fall for this old trick.
How dare you! No more games! Kill him! Kill! Quickly! We shall prepare for the ritual!
Leon, you're alive.
So maybe you have 9 lives, but it doesn't matter now, Mr. Kennedy. I've sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off?
Say whatever you please. Die, you worm!
There we go. Crown. I think we got some magnum ammo there too. See, take. Oh, I saw take. Yeah, there you go. I could have sworn there's an interaction he could say one of these impaled dudes, but maybe not. Also, are all these the people that didn't go with him? Like, didn't take in Plagas, or they did and he just got mad and killed them anyways? So that seems like something Salazar would do, like 100%. Also, these bats don't do damage, but Leon looks at them like he would an enemy. I don't know why. Key treasures, nothing to combine yet.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Got some rare things. What are you selling?
We will sell the riot gun. Let me just make sure.
What are you buying?
Our friend is here. Yep, our friend is here.
What are you selling?
Sell the riot gun.
Ah.
And
you.
Spinel.
Is that
Velvet blue, gold
Is that
bangle,
all?
and the
Thank
Bangle
you.
crown.
What are you buying? Is that
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
We're gonna buy another one of these.
Stranger. Now that's a weapon.
Only 30,000. It's a lot more in the remake. And I think it does increase in price with the difficulty, like the more difficulty. If we play this on hardcore, which was not an option initially, I will make sure that you are made aware of that. I would have played on hardcore, but it was not an option. Pretty sure that even in this version that they do increase in price. Everything does, I think. I haven't compared. And if I have, it's been a long time.
Thank you. What are you buying? What are
What else
you
is new?
buying?
Striker. Nothing.
What are you buying?
Yeah.
Thank
We'll
you.
max that out. Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
2 more upgrades and then we can get the exclusive upgrade. Ooh.
Come back anytime.
And I'm gonna yeah. I'm gonna save here. Just in case. I might have to stop before finishing the castle, honestly. It's not super late or anything for me, but it is getting up there, and there's still the entire underground section, the mines that we have to go through. What could that be? Is it the right hand that comes off? I think the only other rocket launcher we're going to be using... Damn, that's loud. I think the only other rocket launcher we're going to be using, bar Salazar, is going to be for Sadler, Osmond Sadler, the final boss. So, yeah. After Salazar, say goodbye to the rocket launcher for a while. We could obviously buy more, but most of the enemies post... Oh, well, there's one more boss prior to that I could consider, and that's Krauser. Maybe U3, but U3 is pretty easy to deal with, honestly. Come on. Spawning. Where you at? Where you at, homeboy? I hear you. Well, that's interesting. It just took the prompt away. That's not. I should not have died there. That's bullcrap. I'm not watching that again. That's really loud. I'm pretty sure there's an achievement in the remake connected to beating it without the freeze tanks, the nitrogen tanks. But I think it was an in-game achievement and not a Steam achievement. Because there are some differences. The remake has its own achievements that Why does he have, like, laser eyes? It's the achievements that are in the console versions too. Ow. I don't... Alright, just kill me. I don't know how that didn't hit, but the explosion's range is so big. I don't know how it didn't work. Not even giving him a chance. I think this is his personal attendant maid, not the butler. I think the butler's the one with the red cloak, if I'm remembering correctly. Because I'm pretty sure in the remake, Ada, I know the games are different, blah 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 blah, but I'm pretty sure in the remake, Ada's the one that fights the Black Robe, and that's the lady. And Leon is the one that fights the Red Robe. But in this one, I think it's the Black Robe. I'd say because of these dodge prompts, this one's probably an easier fight compared to the remake one. But I don't want to bother. Terrifying assassin. I forgot that's where the Steam achievements are. I don't know if you can even see them in the game capture, but I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna scoot my, oop, what's going on? There, okay. Scoot my picture over there. Well, that's interesting. My game just closed. I didn't press anything other than the skip button. So we might be fighting Verdugo again. Interesting. Yeah, looks like it. Let me just make sure that the audio is still working. Turn my mic down, I think. Sounds a little loud. I wish I had a better one. I don't. I could get one, but I wouldn't say I'm strapped for cash right now or anything, but I'm definitely not swimming in it. So you'll have to bear with me. I think that happened to me in Resident Evil 1 Remake on Steam as well. Not that the game crashed or closed itself or anything, but I got an achievement for completing a section of the game and then died a little bit later because of a dumb mistake, and then just decided I was done for the day, so I closed it. I mean, I have to play through that section again, even though I already got the achievement. Yeah, I'll probably finish this boss fight and close it out. Nobody's watching right now, and I don't want people to miss stuff. I know people really don't care that much. I mean, this game is 20 years old. If they haven't played it before, they should. Anyways, you know, I love it. It never stopped singing its praises. I think it's worth a look, worth play. If you like third-person shooters, this game is kind of the bread and butter. This is where it all started. More or less. There we are. Crown Jewel. We won't be seeing another piece of the crown until much later. End of the section. I'm gonna just let this cutscene play because I skipped it last time, and that's what that's what broke it. Or actually, this is about the crown, not the cutscene. Actually, we might be seeing one here in the next. Well, I mean, not on the stream, but in the next section, the mines, I think. Maybe. I know we get the last piece from Salazar as a boss reward. Because you don't have to technically defeat the... I mean, you have to fight him, but you don't have to defeat the Verdugo here. You just ignore him. Keep running around. It's pretty easy to dodge anyways, you know? A lot harder in the remake, I would say. Because you don't get those... A lot of the times you don't get those... I think on occasion you do, but you don't get those dodge prompts that you can just avoid any damage at all ever on that attack that he's attempting to make on you. But you do have the knife to fight back, which I said was both a positive and a negative, and I think that goes for this case too.
It seems that Salazar is having difficulty taming the American pig. Salazar had his chance. Krauser, go get the girl. Oh, and dispose of the swine while you're at it.
Consider it done.
I'm gonna double save here, because I might come back to this and try the Ditman glitch. Just see if I can do it. Alright, I guess we're jumping into this again.
Welcome.
Let's try that. Mm-hmm. I missed 2. I think it actually is easier to get stuff on rapid fire because they tend to give you those explosive wielding Ganados at the end, and that gets you a free Salazar. Really? Get like half a second to shoot that. I forgot about that. Nope. Didn't want type A. Isn't this type B? Maybe not. Alright, and that should be it. We should get a complete row. There we go. Let's look at our bottle gaps.
Welcome.
Excellent.
Quiero matar. Muere, 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 muere.
Hmm.
Ahí está. Ahí está.
Don Pedro. Poor Don Pedro. His head split open. Poor guy. I hope he gets better. Let me... There's a spot that I want to get to.
Welcome.
I don't think it's yet.
Got some rare. What are you selling?
Let me see if this is what I think it is, and if it is, we'll just finish that part tonight.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Riot. Mine thrower. We don't have the riot or the mine thrower. Not anymore.
Anytime.
Let me let me just do the single save here. Because if this is before what I think it is... Okay, yeah, no, we got a double save. Yeah. Thinking about it. How much is a rocket launcher? Is it still 30?
Got some rare Things on what are you buying?
So if it's still 30, yeah. It might be worth it to pick one up
Come back
just to take care of
anytime.
this upcoming portion of the game. Alright, I think that'll do it for now. If we were at the portion I thought we were at, then I would have kept going a little bit, but we're not, so. And we haven't beaten the game, so Mercenaries, Separate Ways, and Assignment Ada are not available yet. Okay. I think that is everything. Oops. There we go. Sorry if that's a little bit jarring. Watching it at night, and all of a sudden this thing pops up. With that, I think that's it for the evening. Thank you all for tuning in. Those of you before and those of you who are yet to watch. Not a lot of people watch these archived streams, but, you know, a couple people pop in. Welcome and I guess goodbye. I gapped a bunch at the beginning, so I don't think there's anything I need to say in terms of games or upcoming streams. I'm going to finish this game, obviously. I'd like to finish Majora's Mask Randomizer at some point. Probably near future. Resident Evil 6, maybe. Resident Evil 9, definitely, when that comes out. I'm going to keep my eyes open on Elisa Departing. Still nothing. Steam page still says coming soon. And it said that for like 6 months or something. Which I won't say made me mad, but it's made me disappointed. I just really want to play it. Again, daily shout out Casper Crows. He's the GOAT. Go play his indie game, Elisa, on Steam, PS4, Xbox, Switch, doesn't matter. There's a collector's edition being sold. I bought it. I don't know if it's actually gonna ship. I'm not sure if it's like... My mic still sounds really loud. Hang on. Really crunchy or something. How about that? Is that better? That seems a little better. Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. It doesn't sound like it's going down at all. I'm sorry. It's bothering me. Let's try that. Maybe that's better. It looks better. It's not peaking as much. Maybe. That sounds better. I think it sounds better. Maybe that's what my problem was, is that it was too high. I think. Just a little bit better. I promise I'll get a better mic at some point. I don't know when. I have, like I said, I have this Tonor, but it's just, that's what it's called, T-O-N-O-R, Tonor. Yeah. But it's so quiet, and if I turn it up, it picks up every little noise that I make. You know, door opening, mouse clicking. This one already. Well, not anymore, but it was picking up mouse clicking. I don't want a bunch of background noise, and I know that audio absorbing foam probably would help this room, but you know. I think that's everything. It's everything I can think of. Elisa Departing not out yet. We'll play it when it comes out. Drop everything, and I mean it. If it comes out when RE9 comes out, dropping RE9, I'm playing that. We'll be playing RE9 in the future. February 27th. probably the day it comes out, honestly. What do I think? Oh, Majora's Mask randomizer eventually. Resi 6, maybe if I pick up Outbreak, I'll probably play that instead. I need to work on something for a new video, which I forgot to say this at the beginning. Thank you so much, guys. 46, as of right now, 46 views. That's good. I'm impressed. 5 days, 46 views. Well, it's 4 days and 46 views. It says 5 because it's the next day. It's morning. But yeah, 46 views. I'm pleased, and I'm impressed that you guys are wanting to watch my stuff. I think we're still at 13 subs, but hang on, let me check something. How many? Because I upload this to one of my friend Discords. I don't know how many people are on this server. Maybe it's like 50. And I guarantee, even though I announce it, I guarantee not everybody watches it. Some people just don't care. That's fine. It's not a complaint. I'm on a few Discord servers, some of which include our YouTube Discord servers, and they're like, hey, no vid out, and I'm never active on them, so I don't bother. But I think those 46 viewers, aside from a few from that Discord, I think those 46 viewers are all new viewers, unique viewers. So yeah, give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are either getting the word out, or maybe the algorithm is pushing it, but I don't know. Next project, I want to do something a little more serious, a little more in-depth, a little more thought-focused. It's not just gameplay. Love the gameplay stuff, but I want to do a little bit of theorizing and a little bit of analyzation and stuff like that. I'm a decent writer, and I want to display that with a couple of videos that I have. Get a glare on the glasses. A couple of videos that I have planned. Let me share. That's not what I want. I've got. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I don't need to bring it up. I've got a video planned for Zelda that was for Zelda month, but I've got a Zelda video that I'd like to record. Theory. I'd like to record the audio. I'd like to mix in some gameplay, stuff like that. I have a Resident Evil DS video that I've been talking about, and I just haven't finished going through the script for it, because what I've had to do, because I didn't write the script along with playing it. I do have notes, but I didn't write the script, so I'm having to put the video in my editor, watch the sections, and then write the script based off of what I've done, what I've watched in the video. I'm probably not going to use most of my audio from those gameplay clips. We'll see. I'll probably use it a couple times, but yeah, that's that. Can't think of. I mean, there's probably some other Resident Evil stuff that I want to talk about. Theories, not so much, but analyzation. That's the next big one for me, especially with these remakes. And then RE9 will probably do a short something, live stream it, do a short something, analyze short analyzation. I think that's it. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Good morning, good evening, and good night. God bless. I will see you all next time. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely when RE9 comes out. Bye-bye.